Hello, I know it's been a long time. Tomorrow is the second semester. I did make it through the first one. I ended up getting an A minus in the anatomy lab and a B plus in the regular lecture. So ended up with, what's it called? Dean's List. So moving on, but I also did make it into PTA, which I will begin in the fall of, now that it's the new year this year. So in the meantime, I'm mainly doing the second, since I'm double majoring, the second major, which is to get a bachelor's in health sciences administration, healthcare. So that's a lot of what this semester is. I am nervous though because it's all new classes, new locations for me, a 10-minute period where I just have to get from one building to another, and it's a far distance, and I don't like to drive during my classes. And then also there's the second level of anatomy physiology. So tomorrow morning, my very first class, not that it's super early, it's 10 a.m., but it's the anatomy lab. So get to start the anxiety with anatomy lab, which it's the class that scares me the most so far. It's been an interesting time since I last made a video. I mean, recently I've had just a lot of tears flowing, and not that I even necessarily know why, they just want to come out. I'm not nearly as high strung. I feel a lot more even headed, but there's still a lot of reaction to seeing things that remind me of the control and the fear, all the stuff that happens with a narcissist. And even just seeing things that are happy, because it just feels like so long since I've been just purely happy without any of that gunk inside me. It's been psycho. It has already happened that the narc has stated that he misses me and loves me and welcoming me back into his world, his bed. I'm not even entertaining that. It threw me into, that might be one of the reasons that started it. It just threw me into the next day after I could process that, and the fact that he invaded my space to put kisses on me just when I was picking up my daughter from his house. It just threw me into tears. I do not want to get caught into any of that again. I have, I don't know if I'd call it dating. I'd gotten to know again my first love from back in college, just because being here before, taking the route that I did since I didn't know the shortcuts to bypass it, seeing buildings reminded me of my first love. So I had tickets to a Garbage Alanis Morissette concert that I'd won from back in 19, and it wasn't falling on a weekend where every 2 weeks I'm up to get my daughter, and I wasn't just gonna drive again. I mean, classes were so heavy, my head was so full. I just wasn't gonna do it. So I had reached out to him through Facebook to just see if he wanted tickets, and that just started, more communication. But he's definitely not the boy that I knew before. In some ways he is, but he's a lot more toxic. He was just a pure innocent boy back then. A lot of history, 2 years, but I don't know. I guess in just the ways that I've grown, I just want someone more, or at least not so simple. I wouldn't say complex, but definitely not so simple, and also just someone that's going to work on their stuff, since he's never acknowledged any of his emotional states since breaking up things with me. Sorry, I just chugged down a smoothie. And then I rejoined eHarmony after things with him just got too headfucky. And because it's not even like I feel like I'm good for another person right now. I don't feel ready for it. I didn't then either. But I just knew that from loves I've had before, if you have something gentle and kind and caring, it can help all the pieces come back together so much faster. It doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. I'll do the work. It's what I do. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm ready to change my phone number and just leave the past in the past, not let people just drag on. And I've had plenty of people in my life come in and out and do that at their whims, and I'm just tired of it. I need some consistency because I don't give people the in and out either. I either want you in my life or I don't, and there's no middle ground about it. And even if it's tough, try to grow and be my best self in the middle of everything. You know, time doesn't wait for anybody, and I'm definitely getting too old to think that I have time to waste on anyone. But I don't know. I mean, I'm doing all the work. I'm doing the school work. I'm doing my personal work. I'm doing my mommy work. And then I have my job where the hours for that, it's an on-campus. I work in the gym as a supervisor here. And the hours for that change, you know, based on what my schedule's like. And I can pick up extra shifts if I want to, but last semester I just wasn't able to. It was so hectic with how heavy the anatomy, physiology, homework, you know, everything that needed to be done was. And especially since I felt like I was drowning until just a couple weeks to the end. So, I don't know. It's getting better. I don't know that I'll make any of these until I'm done with this year, because I can just imagine that since I have the same number of credits, but I don't know that I've got any more freedom time with everything. And I only got Netflix during the break because it was a month of no classes. And even though I was working during most of the break, I just needed to clear my head and actually just chill. So for myself, not with anyone else, just Netflixing and chill. You know, letting myself feel what I need to feel with those. Sometimes watching something that I knew would trigger into the sadness and the stuff that just makes me shudder. But also stuff that's fun. A lot of rom-coms. I ended up changing a lot of my room. I'd gotten a queen-size bed back when I thought one of the situations was gonna turn into something. So now the couch is out in the living space with the queen in here and the twin over for my daughter, so she's not sleeping on the couch anymore. Growth in bits. Already thinking about what to get out of here so that when I move out, it's not just so much, because I've added so many things with the lack of shelves and everything. But if you care, if you've wondered how it's been stress, but it's getting me to another place. It's gonna give me more options of what to choose from my plate when I can, and I'm definitely grateful for that. The rest of it, though, I'm just not up for any BS. Don't give it to me. I don't want it. And the roommates here, both roommates I have, are about 19, such drama. But so far, I'm still here. And it's the Sunday before classes start, and neither of them are here. That's fine with me. It's been a really quiet place, even though the parking lot is filling up outside of here. So be well, take care of yourselves, and maybe I will see you again for summer. Bye.